let's talk about one of my favorite topics that people should be looking at besides just semiconductors. How about healthcare? Well, most healthcare stocks have been hit or miss since the election, at least until this week. Some medical device stocks have been doing pretty darn well. And you know what? Like that sector. Take Stryker. It's a major player in medical, surgical, neurotechnology, especially orthopedic. After the close on Tuesday, Stryker reported a terrific top and bottom line beat. But because its guidance was only in line, the stock actually got dinged a bit in response. That was wrong. But it is up for 8% for the year, so it's leaving most of the other healthcare names in dust. Don't take it from me. Let's check in with Kevin Lobo. He's the chairman and CEO of Stryker Corp. You get a better read. Mr. Lobo, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. Happy to be here.
You know, I am always blown away by your company's ability to find the right area and then go in it, get the best acquisitions, and make money. I was on your website looking at this Inari Medical, and I cannot believe how life-saving what you're doing is from people who literally were told there's nothing we can do. This is a winner.
Yeah, we're super excited about it. We already have a neurovascular business, which has similar kinds of products that take clots out of the brain to protect from aneurysms and stroke. This is a natural extension to actually go lower in the body and to remove the clots for pulmonary embolisms and deep vein thrombosis.
People die from what the really terrific intro video, a woman who was very active, and she got the clot, and she was pretty much, it was almost fatal.
Absolutely. These are life-saving technologies, just as they are in the neurovascular space, but for us, it's very complementary to neurovascular to have this business. And it's growing 20% a year. This company, Inari, kind of created the category. It's wildly exciting.
Incredible. Now, at the same time, you do not get enough airtime for a business called the medical business. And I happen to have, here's a little information, man. I won a colonoscopy today. And I asked my doctor, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? It was all Stryker. Everything around me was Stryker. You own this section of the market, and people don't seem to realize how much money can be made.
Yeah, we do have a very diverse portfolio. And if you go into the hospital, if you're not already under anesthesia and you look around, you'll see the booms, the lights, the tables, the stretchers, the beds.
It's all yours.
It's all Stryker, absolutely.
I mean, it's got great
and those
business.
products, they're smaller products, so people don't really realize it, but they're growing double digits. Medical's been actually our fastest growing division the last 5 years.
Well, I kind of felt like one of the things that my doctor said, he's been around, he said, we don't know who else is in it, in the category. What a great compliment to you.
Yeah, many of our categories, we have very, very high market shares.
Now, I was watching on a video on your site about something that I thought is impossible to do. When someone has a shoulder problem, they have a shoulder problem for the rest of their life. We all know that. That's the one that no one solved. Mako Shoulder, solving the problem?
Well, it's a brand new application on Mako. So Mako is a robotic-assisted surgery, an acquisition from 11 years ago. It's used in almost 2/3 of knees in the United States. Our knees are implanted with Mako robot. Same with hips, and now we've just launched a shoulder application. So we do have total shoulder implants, and we have a nice navigation system that helps surgeons do them, but the robot's gonna make it very easy to do. It makes hard procedures easier to do, safer, less invasive to the patient, faster recovery. So we're wildly excited about this new application that we've just launched in December.
Well, it's remarkable. I know you've got some how-to videos, and I know it's something that operates itself from that point. But you want that.
Yeah,
you want
absolutely.
That.
It's robotic assisted, so the surgeon's still there, but the surgeon really can't move outside the boundaries. So as they're making the cuts, the robot ensures that it's done precisely where the plan has been outlined.
Sensational. Now, we want people in healthcare to not go to the hospital if they can. We'd like them to go to ambulatory surgical centers, but we want them to be equal to what we get at a hospital. Again, Stryker.
Yeah, in the ASCs, or ambulatory surgery centers, now 17% of our knees are done there, about 15% of our hips. What's beautiful about this is you drive in, it's usually in a strip mall, there's no parking, it's close to your house, and you go home the same day. So everybody's healthy, there isn't anybody sick. It's not like going to a big hospital, and patients like it, the surgeons like it, the nursing staff likes it, and Makos are very prevalent in here. So they do have the latest technologies in these surgery centers.
You talk a lot about, I don't know how to put this, but things that go wrong. And apparently feet and ankles, I want to jinx myself, have been not that great, but knees and hips, obviously. I play a lot of pickle.
Okay.
I had a 22-person tourney, and all we talked about was who was going to come out alive. This thing is something when you have baby boomers doing sports for the first time in a long time, you've got to be having a plethora of people who need new knees.
Yeah, actually, since the pandemic, we had a spike after the pandemic, but that's kind of been burned off now.
Right.
And what we're seeing is an elevated level of demand because patients are more active.
Right.
12,000 people are turning 65 a day in the United States now. But this activity level, whether it's pickleball or other things, is really causing a lot of increased procedures. And now they're telling their friends, hey, I went to the surgery center. I went home the same day. I'm back to playing pickleball. And so the word is spreading about how great these procedures are.
Well, and it's very different from what people think. I always hear people say, you know, look, I don't want to be laid up for a week in the hospital. I don't know what they're thinking. Now, a lot of people worried about tariffs. I felt completely reassured on your call. You said at one point, look, we have one factory in Mexico. I mean, if that really is just shrug your shoulders, who cares with you guys?
For Stryker. I mean, for the industry, there are a lot of other factors.
Oh, no, the industry's filled with problems.
That's right.
But not you guys.
No, we have a very little impact at all, even with China. Hardly any products that we're bringing in from China, even input materials, and only one factory out of over 40 factories.
Okay, and you have a strategy that I always recommend for people who are owning stocks. If you're going to bring in a new stock that's good, make sure you trim and don't just say, you know what, I'm going to ride the whole portfolio. If something's not working, you actually say it. And the implant spine business was not something you wanted anymore.
Yeah, over my 12-year tenure, that has been the lowest performing business, and we've tried multiple times, and we've just had too many challenges, and it's a kind of a 1% grower over the 12-year period, and as a company, our growth rate's gone from 4% organically to now 3 years in a row growing double digits. Whoa. So really, it's just an asset that's better in the hands of someone else.
Well, I was going to say to people, they have to understand, you guide up and you guide up and you guide up and you guide, and it is a remarkable machine that you run, sir.
Thank you
really
so much.
Do. I want to thank Kevin Lobo. He's the chair and CEO of Stryker. Now, when you look at it, you're going to say, I missed it, okay? But do you know that at 200, they felt that? At 300, they felt that? At 350, they felt that? Use common sense. When good companies have stocks, the stocks go higher. Yeah, money's back in for the break.